Good afternoon, students. In morning session, we see about exercise 2.1 and 2.2. Now we continue the same. Out of 47 consonants and 4 vowels, how many worth of 3 consonants, words of 3 consonants and 2 vowels can be formed? Okay. Here they said that 3 consonants out of 7. Okay. So out of 7, 3 consonants means it is nothing but I am taking 3 from 7. Okay, so 7C3. Likewise, other question is out of 4, out of 7, 3, 2 vowels out of 4 vowels. Okay, here 4 vowels are there, 7 consonants are there. From 7 consonants, I am taking 3 consonants, and 4 vowels, I am taking 2 vowels. So, this is the concept given here. So, using these consonants and vowels, how many words can be formed? So that is the question. Okay, so 7 from 7 consonants I am choosing 3 means it is 7C3, and 4 vowels I am choosing 2 means it is 4C2 ways. Thus there are 7C3 into 4C2 groups, each containing 3 consonants and 2 vowels. Okay, since each group contains 5 letters which can be arranged among themselves in 5 ways. That is, each group contains 5 letters means 3 consonants and 2 vowels. Total it is 5 vowels, 5 words. Okay, so it is 5 ways among themselves. Hence the required number of words equal to 7C3, that is 3 consonants from 7 consonants, into 4C2, that is 2 consonants from 2 vowels from 4 vowels, into 5 factorial. This the number of words is 5. Okay, 7C3 is nothing but 7 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 4 factorial by using the formula NCR equal to n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial. In 7C3, 7 is n factorial and 3 is r. Okay, by using this formula I framed we are doing like this, that is 7 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 4 factorial into 4C2 is nothing but 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 2 factorial using the same formula. Here n equal to 4 and r equal to 2, n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial, then into 5 factorial. So 7 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 4 factorial, after cancellation we are getting 35 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2, that is nothing but 25,200. Okay, so next we are going to see the next sum. 4 dice, if 4 dice are rolled, find the number of possible outcome in which at least one dice shown 2, that is here they are rolling 4 dice. Okay, find the number of possible outcome in which at least one dice shown 2, that is our possible outcome becomes 2. Okay, since 4 dice are rolled, total number of possible outcome is, that is why I am saying about the total 6 power 4. This is the formula. Okay, 6 power n. If 4 dice are rolled means 6 power 4. If 2 dice means 6 power 2. If it is 1 dice means 6 power 1. If it is 3 dice means 6 power 4, 6 power 3. Okay, here it is 4, therefore 6 power 4. Number of possible outcomes in which 2 does not appear on any dice, that is, so there are 6 numbers are there, so we are going for does not appear on any dice. So 2 does not appear on any dice becomes, after remaining 2 there are 5 numbers are there, therefore it is 5 power 4. So required number of possible outcome is total number of possible outcomes minus the 2 does not appear, that is outcomes in which 2 does not appears, that is 5 power 4. So after separating 6 power 4 and 5 power 4, that is 1296 minus 625, we are getting 671. Okay, so that is the answer. So it is indirectly finding the way. If you directly finding means it is very difficult for you. So first you find the possible outcome in which 2 does not appear, you minus that from the total outcomes, you are getting the number of words possible, that is number of possible outcomes in which at least one die shown 2. Next, the 7th question in your book, it is exercise 2.2. There are 17 guests at a dinner party. They have to sit 9 guests on either side. side of a long table. 3 particular person decide to sit in one side and 2 others on other side. Here 3 persons are sitting one side and 2 others on other side. How many ways can be seated? Can the guest to be seated? Since the 3 particular guests wants to sit in particular side A and 2 other on the side B. So we left remaining 13 guests, out of which we choose 6 for side A, and that is 13 6 6, and the remaining person is 7. Okay, so 7 C 7. So if you multiply after cancellation, we are getting 13 factorial divided by 6 factorial into 7 factorial into 9 factorial into 9 factorial. Okay. The next question about polygon. Okay. So before going to that sum, we are going to the exercise 2.5, that is related to mathematical induction. 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube etc. n cube equal to n square into n plus 1, n square into n plus 1 whole square by 4 for all for all n belongs to n. If P denotes the statement 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube up to n cube, the formula is n square into n plus 1 whole square divided by 4. Here I am putting, there are 3 steps you have to follow in mathematical induction. The first step is put n equal to 1, and next step is put n equal to k. Another one is put n equal to k plus 1. So first I am, in order to prove P of 1 is true, put n equal to 1. So 1 cube, that is n cube is in the left hand side. So 1 cube equal to 1 square into 1 plus 1 whole square divided by 4. So after simplification, we are get 1 in the left hand side as well as in the right hand side. Therefore P of 1 is true. Likewise, let us assume that P of k is true. So 1 cube plus 2 cube up to k cube equal to k square into k plus 1 whole square divided by 4. Okay. So to prove k plus 1 is true, 1 cube plus 2 cube plus k cube into k plus 1 cube equal to, in the place of n, that is k, we are putting k plus 1. In the place of k plus 1, we are putting k plus 1 plus 1. That is k, we are getting k plus 2. Okay. So k plus 1 whole square into k plus 2 whole square divided by 4. So now we are taking the LHS side. LHS equal to 1 cube 2 cube up to k cube into k plus 1 whole cube. So k square into k plus 1 whole square divided by 4 plus k plus 1 whole square. Here k square into k plus 1 whole square divided by 4 into k plus 1 whole cube means here in both the side I am taking k plus 1 whole square as common. Okay, the remaining term is k square by 4 into k plus 1. Okay, now taking the 4 as LCM, we are getting k plus 1 whole square into k plus 2 whole square by 4. Hence k plus 1 is true whenever P of k is true. By mathematical induction, P of n is true for all n belongs to n. So the next sum also the same model. We are going to the next sum, that is in exercise 2.6. Evaluate the following using binomial theorem. Okay, so binomial theorem is one, here it is given that 101 whole power 4, that is we are splitting the 101 into 100 plus 1 whole power 4, that is according to the formula x power 4, that is x here is 100, a is 1, therefore 100 power 4 plus 4c1, 100 power 4 minus 1 becomes 3, then 1 power 1 plus 4c2, 100 power 2, 4 minus 2 becomes 2, then 1 power 2, that is here r equal to 2, 4c2 means it is 2. Here listen, the power of x is reducing and the power of a is increasing. Okay, that is the first important point you have to note it here in order to understand the formula easily. So first 100 power 4, next 100 power 3, 100 power 2, 100 power 1, last time there is no 100 because 100 power 0 become 1. Okay, then in first term there is no a, in last term there is no x power. Okay, so second term a power 1, that is a is 1, 1 power 1, 1 power 2, 1 power 3 up to 1 power 4. Then in second term onwards, we introduce 4C1, 4C2, 4C3 and 4C4. So up to n it will go. If it is 5 terms, means up to 5C5 it will go. Okay. So 100 power 4 is nothing but 4 2s are 8, 8 zeros are coming. Okay. Here 100 there are 2 zeros. So 100 power 4 is 4 2 4s are 8. That is 8 zeros are coming. 100 power 3 means it is 6 zeros. 2 3s are 6. And 100 power 2 means it is 4 zeros. 100 power 1 means it is 100. After simplifying, we are getting the answer 10 crores 40 lakhs 60,401 as the answer. Likewise, you have to do the 999, that is 999 whole power 5 means it is nothing but 1000 minus 1. Okay, whole power 5. Here x equal to 1000 and 1 is a. So here n equal to 5, therefore 5C1, 5C2, 5C3, 5C4, 5C5 it will go. Then in between minus sign is there, so introduce minus sign for second term, fourth term, sixth term, like that. That is one time is plus means one term is plus means the next term is minus. Okay, first term plus, second term minus, third term plus, fourth term minus, it will goes like this. You are getting the answer here. Then the next model, find the fifth term in the expansion x minus 2y whole power 30. Okay, here they are asking about fifth term. The formula to find the term means, general term means tr plus 1 equal to ncr x power n minus r a power r. Here n equal to 13. Okay, x equal to x, a equal to minus 2y. So we are finding the fifth term. So in order to find fifth term, you put r equal to 4 because r plus t, r plus 1 means 4 plus 1, it is 5. Okay, we are getting the fifth term. So t r plus 1 is nothing but t 5 plus 1, sorry 4 plus 1. So r equal to 4. Okay, so r equal to 4, n equal to 13, x equal to x and a equal to minus 2y. So apply the formula t r plus 1 equal to ncr x power n minus r a power r. So that is 13cr, here n equal to 13, so I am writing 13cr x power 13 minus r minus 2y power r. Here the value of r equal to 4, therefore 13c4 x power 13 minus 4 minus 1 power 4 into 2 power 4 into y power 4. That is here minus 2y whole power 4, they are splitting into minus 1 into 2 into y. Okay, therefore minus 1 power 4, 2 power 4 minus y power 4. You may write it like this also, minus 2 power 4 into y power 4. Both are, you are getting the same answer. So then it is 13c4 x power 9. Okay, 13 minus 4 x power 9. Then 16 means 2 power 4 means 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 2 4s are 8, 8 2s are 2 2s are 4, 2 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. Then y power 4. 13cr is nothing but 13 factorial divided by 13 minus 4 factorial. It is 13 into 12 into 11 into 10 divided by 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 into x power 9 into y power 9 into 16. After cancelling, we are getting 11,440 x power 9 and y power 9. So this is the way you have to find the term. So if fifth term, sixth term, like that it is asked, means in order to find fifth term, take r equal to 4. Sixth term means r equal to 5. Seventh term means r equal to 6. So t r plus 1 equal to ncr x power n minus r a power r. You have to apply this formula in order to find the term. Find the term. Okay. Next. The next model is find the middle term in the expansion. Okay. Now we are going to find the middle term. So if there are 11, n equal to 11 means we are getting 12 terms because 11 plus 1 12. Okay, here we are starting with x power n, then only 11c1 11c12 up to 11c11 is coming. First we are writing as 11c0, therefore x power n means it is 11c0. So if it is n equal to 11 means the number of terms is even. Okay, so 12 it is. So even means we are getting two middle term. Okay, one is sixth term, another one is seventh term. Okay, so now we are finding T6 and T7. So we are finding T6 and T7, but Apply the same formula, TR plus 1 equal to NCR x power n minus R a power R. By applying the same formula, I am finding two terms in order to find the middle term. Okay. So if it is n equal to 8, even number means we are getting 9 numbers. In such a case, the middle term is only one, that is fifth term is the middle term. So based on the question, you may get two middle term or one middle term. So if n is a odd number means we are getting two middle term. If n is a even number means we get a one middle term. Okay, now we solve this problem. The general term is TR plus 1 11CR x power 11 minus R 1 by x whole power R. Here x equal to x, a equal to 1 by x, n equal to 11. Okay, so we have to find T6 means 11C5. Okay, take R equal to 5. So T6 means R equal to 5. So 11C5 x power 11 minus 5 1 by x power 5, we are getting 11C5 x power 6 into 1 by x power 5 equal to x power 5 and x power 6 are cancelled, we are getting x. So 11C5 x. Next there are two middle terms are there, therefore we are finding T7. Here R equal to 6. So T7 equal to 11C6 x power 11 minus 6 1 by x whole power 6. Here 11 minus 6 means it is x power 5 and x power 6 is cancelled, we are getting 1 by x. So 11C5 by x, that is 11C6 into 1 by x. So NCR equal to NC n minus R, that is 11 minus 6, it is equal to 11 minus 6. We are applying the formula NCR equal to NC n minus R ki equal. So therefore n minus R is nothing but 11 minus 6, we are getting 5. Therefore 11C6 1 by x is equal to 11C5 by x. So these are the two terms we are finding here. Okay, next sum, the same model. Here the number of term is 8. Okay, so if it is 8, n equal to 8 means x equal to 3x and a equal to x square by 2. So n is a even number, so we are getting two even number means we are getting only one middle term, that is 5. Okay, if it is T5 means we are putting R equal to 4. So T5 equal to 8C4 3x whole power 4 x square by 2 whole power 4. Here R equal to 4. We are getting the answer 8C4 81 by 16 x power 12. Okay, so do the next sum also. So this is the way how to do all the sums. So I finished all the model, okay, related to second chapters. So if you practice these sums well, it is easy for you to score more marks in your monthly test. Practice well, submit the assignment then and there, then only it is easy for you to score more marks. So practice well, students. Thank you.